Welcome back to Wild Mike's Reptiles. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. Started back working out of state, only home on the weekends usually. But I do have a lot of new updates to share with everybody. One of the new updates is this new Nile monitor named Rip. So far, he's a little skittish. I just got him today, so he's kind of acclimating to his new cage. But a lot better behaved than Nelly, definitely. Right now, we're just going through and feeding the monitors. Nessie, the water monitor, loves that chicken. Probably his favorite so far of everything I've fed to him. Rip was a surrendered Nile monitor. The last owner of it said that it would not eat for him. The pet shop took him in for a couple days and fed him, and he had no problems eating for them. Nice and fat, healthy. So I'm not too sure. He seems kind of interested in the chicken, but he's pretty fat, so he might not be hungry. Looks good. Nessie's slowed down on eating, so I highly doubt she'll go over there and steal all the chicken out of that bowl. Hopefully Rip will eat some. Just kind of good signs of acclimating into his new environment. The Lucy axolotl is growing like a weed. The other one, I don't know if I mentioned in one of my last videos or not, but the normal one died for some reason. He was not eating when I first got him. He was a pig and just wouldn't leave anything, and was growing faster than the Lucy. And then he just quit eating, and Lucy outgrew him, and then he just ended up dying. And then this little girl is little Quaid. Not too sure how old she is, but just a normal ball python for all I know. As far as I know, anyways. I don't think she has any hets or anything in her, and I'm not really seeing any signs of any kind of morph patterns or color patterns, so kind of cool patterns, but she's definitely a little sweetheart. Try to zoom in here. As soon as I walked out of the room with Harpo to give to Addison, the new Nile monitor Rip is over there eating the chicken like crazy, and his nose is so full of calcium powder it looks like he's doing some lines of cocaine over here. Don't know why this is humorous to me, but Nessie just a second ago had her butt backed up into the corner of the water dish trying to take a poo. Reminded me of how ferrets back up into a corner to take a crap. It's kind of funny. Nellie's just back here chilling. Last few days, he or she's just kind of been on edge. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know if it's because I'm not down here every day through the week, and most likely that's it, like I usually am. Means that I started working again and working out of town. So I'll probably have to come back on the weekends and spend a little extra time with them or her. And then we did get a few more live plants. This setup, I only added some, I can't remember what the name of the moss is. I have some out here I can let you know here in a little bit. But I added some moss in this one. This one's also has springtails and isopods in it. And then we did add a male green anole. We still don't have anything for this one yet. Added some of the same kind of moss in there. Got a little piece up here. One there. One down here. Then there's one in the corner. And then we added some of those little plants down here. I don't remember what they're called at all. It was like a sorted something. I mean, but they did also have the same name for these that are a totally different type of a vining plant. Those are kind of taking off, growing right up towards the UVB light. And then we also put the same in this one. This enclosure's empty as well still. Kind of waiting on that rare reptile that you find that's going to be able to spend its whole life in a cage this size, and you just don't see them very often. And then this one has a salamander in it somewhere hiding, and then I didn't do anything else. That's the same live plant that I've had for quite some time now in there. And then the Adubia roaches, they're doing good. I had to split up from my original colony. It was starting to get awful large and a lot of males, so this is the start of the newer one. I put 30 female dubia roaches in here, and I believe I only put 3 or 4 males in that one, and then that's my original tub with dubias that grow out. Spike's in here somewhere. He's been doing really good. Let's see if I can't find him. Oh, there he is. He was swimming around earlier. He's getting pretty big. I think he's grown to about an inch or two. Hey, Spike. Here, Spike. So here's the thing of that moss I was talking about. This is Irish moss. I guess it gets like little white flowers on it and stuff. Thought it would be kind of pretty. Then another update. Added more plants in here. I don't remember what this one's called. Then the pothos. And then we got some ferns. There's one in the back there. You can't hardly see it. Spaghetti's back up there, looking right at me. Can't really see him. We did end up getting a fogger for this enclosure. I like the effects that it gives it, but I still do the misting by hand. I don't have a misting system or anything yet. I would like to get a Mist King put on this and all the other little ones. And I got Spaghetti a friend. Sorry, the lighting is crap. There we go. This is Golden Boy. I believe he is a gold phase Amazon tree boa. And there's Spaghetti just hanging out. That's the favorite branch they like to go on. Got good old Meatball just cruising around. He's eating like a pig. Reptile room is kind of messy. I'll spend pretty much all day tomorrow cleaning up all that on the floor. It's mostly just bedding and stuff that gets knocked down from when the reptiles pile it up against the doors and whatnot, and you open them and it just falls and kind of spreads. But yeah, I'm getting to be pretty happy with how this is turning out. There's still a few things I'd like to do, but I kind of want to wait until this pothos branches out more and kind of vines and wraps itself around some of these vines and this. Not sure what kind of wood this is, or it's kind of a cork shape. It's pretty cool though. Might get a couple more pieces of it at some point. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Still working on getting a few more tree boas to put in there. I'd like to try to put 3 more in there and call it good. I definitely know I want a Halloween phase and a bright orange and a kind of a rustic or a maroonish color one to put in there. And then for that, I don't know. Kind of hard to find. There's only one place that I know of that has those, and now that it's actually getting warm enough to start receiving animals and shipping around here, everything's getting sold out faster than I can jump on it. So that might be my next fight, trying to jump on it before somebody else jumps on it and get them. But I am pretty excited and pretty happy that it's getting to be where it's warm enough to feel safe about having reptiles shipped in for you. Meatball's just cruising around doing his thing. You've ate twice today, bud. Don't even try to chew the box up. I'm kind of wondering if it isn't close to their normal mating season, because he's been really pushing stuff around. Like, he totally had his kennel all folded up almost into a diamond shape, and it was all nice and square for him, and somehow he's bent some of the metal bars in there from pushing around, but he's just been super busy. I'm not quite sure if it's just because it's warming up around here and nice, or if it's becoming that time of year. He's pretty close to going on 7 years old. Possibly try to find him a female. But I do have a tortoise species I'm not going to give it away yet, that I am saving up to inquire, hopefully by early summer. And we'll definitely be doing a video on the new tortoise. Lily, our red-footed tortoise, pretty much right after that last video I made, I came down here and she was doing just fine that morning. Checked her water, checked her food and all that. She was just cruising around doing good. And I didn't have her in with Meatball at the time because when I got her, she kind of had bubbles coming out of her nose, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a respiratory infection that could have got Meatball sick. So we had her in a tote, very slick edges. So I never thought in my wildest dreams that she would ever be able to pull up or push up on it enough to flip herself over, but somehow she managed to flip herself on the back. And I was at work for 10 hours, came home and discovered her on her back, and she was dead. So that was one of the reasons why I haven't done a video in a while. Just super sad. I mean, it always comes, no matter what, there's going to be reptiles that you have that get old and die, or something that you didn't catch fast enough, and especially when you're taking in rescues. I mean, you just never know. It's kind of a risk you take sometimes, and you just don't know how they've been cared for from others. And not that I'm saying Lily's owners did a bad job. Lily's owners did a great job. They had that tortoise for, I think she said, 9 years and stuff, and they took good care of her, really good care of her. But I've had other things that's recently passed, like the Cayman, that could have been a variety of different things. Could have had some kind of a parasite in it, or, I mean, we struggled with the ambient temperature because we did have the enclosure in here when we first got it, and this is quite a big part of the living room area downstairs, as you can see. And of course, Meatball's room in there, and the smaller rack systems and stuff for the other reptiles. But that's all we have for today's video. I appreciate everybody's patience, and we're going to try to get more videos every week now that we have a lot more income coming in. Back to work. Happy winter's over with, so I could go back to work. And if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. We'll be doing a lot of updates, like I said, and I want to do some really cool things coming up this summer. So please stay tuned to all the new ones that will be coming out. Thanks for watching.